Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 35 of The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. We are going to be doing the Nobleman's Honor, and the last choice that we made was probably our most difficult one, I would say. We are at a point in time where we are trying to keep our justice at an 8 or above, and it's really hard to do that without taking a hit to career, which we were trying to get not below 3. Because if we are below 3, if we're at a 2, we are in a dangerous position. But the last choices were very difficult, and so we had to make the choice to give capital punishment to this guy who just murdered somebody in a duel. And now we are going to have +1 to justice, so we're at a 9, which is great. But our career is at a 2, and we're in a dangerous position now. So we're going to have to see whatever side story, side quest thing that'll happen with that, or they'll just be like, nah, you just suck now, so bye. I don't think they're going to do that, but...
Yeah, if they chose to legalize duels... should have been, like, let's say they do legalize duels. The legal standing should be, if you kill one, you both have to die once. So that way the duel wouldn't result in murder.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, well,
that should have been the way. It's like, legalize duels, but if one dies, you die too. And then if you are going for... That means you both go towards true death. That way... they're more likely not to fight to the death.
Well, I feel like then no one would do duels then.
Exactly. Yeah, it would get rid of... That would undo the use of duels.
Oh, see, it's not necessarily banning duels themselves. It's
regulating them.
It's regulating saying, hey, you can duel. You can do whatever you want. But if you lose...
also die.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you kill somebody during a duel, you die too.
Yeah. So that'd be brutal.
That would be the better way to legalize duels.
It would be. It would be. I don't know, man. Why didn't we write this game?
There would be duels, but they wouldn't be to the death anymore.
Yeah. Or if they were to the death, it was because you had a suicide wish or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, you shake your head dispassionately. We already read this. Blah, blah, blah. Murder, and the duel is still murder, and the punishment for murder is execution. You have the right to distort the law. The magistrate's face falls in surprise.
Brante, you don't seem to realize how the world works. I just told you El Corvio plays an important role in the Empire's court. Are you really so eager to make enemies? Well, you're about to. No connections will protect you if you're intent upon trampling against the ancient noble traditions.
It seems
murder.
It seems Elvermont is not aware that you have friends in very high places. You tell him in turn. The Archduke's family will readily side with you. The magistrate dashes to El Corvio, fuming with rage at your words.
Sir El Corvio, this is a terrible misunderstanding. I'll do everything I can to right this wrong, but these good sirs mean to have you arrested.
You give the gendarmes a firm order. Seize the murderer's sword, shackle him, and take him to the prefecture for some very kinky butt stuff. Anyways.
You dare call me a murderer? Doesn't anyone in your filthy, decrepit province know the meaning of a duel?
And then our response to it is, I didn't see your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This ain't no duel. El Corvio draws his sword and assumes a defensive stance, startling the gendarmes with such fervent refusal to comply. You start giving commands to the gendarmes. Following your orders, they manage to surround and disarm El Corvio.
I like the thought that is like, do any of you know the meaning of a duel? It's like, I only sent them to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, right. Man,
that's what we agreed on.
Yeah. Honestly, that's it. Like, I know you wanted to make this like a 1-for-1 thing for the duels, but why don't we just make it so whoever loses or wins has to be sent to the Shadow Realm? Oh yeah. You head for the prefecture to take care of the paperwork and send a message to Octavia. You ask your powerful benefactress to convince the aristocracy to side with you in ordering the death penalty for El Corvio. He is a complete outsider in Magra, you write, who happened to murder the heir of the ancient bloodline of El Est. Surely Octavia can aid her humble servant in such a trifling matter. Her reply takes almost no time to arrive.
El Corvio is a staunch follower of the Tempest and the new overseer. This puts him at great odds with my father. Removing him will be easy, especially if you have a proper case against him. Rest assured, Brent, the Mila Kunis dynasty will side with you in this trial. As for the other nobles, have no fear. I will let no harm come to you, my dearest human.
I like the. I was thinking when it says it took almost no time to respond. It's like she never left you on read.
Yeah, right.
Although I don't deal. I've only ever dealt with like one person who has that kind of thing set up,
like read
on
receipts?
their phone. Yeah, I've only dealt with one person who has that, and it's because I guess I have only one person on my cell phone with an actual Samsung. Like me.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't like having read receipts on because then, like, I don't know. I feel like there's more pressure to respond right away is the thing. Like, if I see a text message and I open it and read it, it's like, it might take me a minute to respond, or if I'm busy doing something, it's like, oh, I'll respond in a couple minutes. But if I have read receipts on, then it's like, oh, I looked at it, now they've seen that I've read it, now they're waiting for a response, and if I don't respond in the next, like, 30 seconds, they're gonna think I'm mad at them, or something. For the years, I've just turned it off, and I'm like, nah, if anyone tries to make me turn it on, I'm gonna be like, no, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, for me, if I don't remember to respond, I just like, oh, I forgot to respond to this later on.
Oh yeah,
so I tried to be. I just kind of just be honest with it, rather, because it would make. I could see why the anxiety for it would be a thing, but I've kind of learned to just not care too much that I forgot about it, and just be clear that I just forgot. I had multiple things going on because I'm busy all the time.
Oh yeah, totally.
I are not all the time, but I'm busy when I'm not at home.
Yeah.
Or if I'm at home, I sometimes just don't see it because, well, I'm playing a video game with headphones where I don't have my cell phone on.
Exactly.
Anything then vibrate.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. There's sometimes where it's like, my phone will just be on the side, or like it'll be on my table, but it's not really in my view. And because I've got headphones on, I don't really hear it, or I don't, even the vibration isn't very good on it. So it's kind of, I don't really feel it. And so I'll look over and it's like, oh, 20 minutes ago, someone texted you. And it's like, oh, man.
I've missed a lot of messages from Enoch because of that.
Oh,
or
yeah.
sometimes you. Just because I leave it.
Totally, I'm the same way.
I just leave it off to the side when I'm playing video games. I'll answer once, and then I'll start playing video games again, and I look like, oh, they responded 5 minutes after I said that, and that was 3 hours ago.
Oh, dude.
And that was a question.
Oh, I know, right? Oh, yeah.
Great, now I gotta answer this, and didn't see this.
Yeah. El Corvio's trial comes and goes incredibly quickly. The seats in the courtroom are absolutely empty. No noble risks appearing in defense of the visitor from Eterna and detracting the displeasure of Archduke Mila Kunis. One by one, you present evidence of El Corvio's guilt. The ill-fated noble visitor coldly spits out threats in return. The Board of Justice, presided over by Elborn, makes its final judgment. I like how it's one by one you present the evidence of El Corvio's guilt. It's like, all right, present your first piece of evidence. And you literally just throw the guy's dead body on the table. And it's like, I think this is enough evidence to say that he killed. Yeah, right? And it's like, nope, that's not enough. Throw your second piece of evidence. And then it's like, you just go over, take the sword that still has blood on it. It's like, is this enough evidence for you, sir?
Sending a noble to the hereafter is never easy, But there are times when the court has no other way to instill a respect for the imperial law among those of the noble estate. Sir Elcorvio will hereby sentence you to true death by decapitation. The sentence will be carried out by the Majesty's Square tomorrow.
Dang, decapitation.
By the Majesty Square, not in the Majesty Square. So the placement's just gonna like eat him.
Yeah,
or something.
Right. Elcorvio is silent, unwilling to believe in what has just happened. But the verdict has been made. Elcorvio is taken to the dungeon, the shackles still on his wrists. Tomorrow the city of Anazot will, for the first time, witness a noble being executed for a duel. The aristocracy of Anazot is indignant over your decision. They fear what might come next, and yet Elcorvio's shameful end on the executioner's block goes seemingly unnoticed in the capital. Soon, rumors begin to spread. Some say the beheaded nobleman was indeed a traitor to the crown. Why else would the Emperor's court ignore the beheading entirely? Or was it all the handiwork of Archduke Milakunas himself? Soon after the execution, something arrives on your doorstep, a small, yet hefty chest with a note attached.
Sir Brant, we realize how difficult it must have been for you to deliver the strict yet righteous verdict. We mourn the loss of our son who transgressed against the law forbidding all duels, yet justice has found his murderer thanks to you. Please accept this humble gift as a token of our gratitude. Sir Constance Celeste and Lady Margaret Celeste. Cool. Great. Fun. We're in a dangerous position. Yay.
We shouldn't be bent over in this naked inside this shower stall.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous position. That's extremely dangerous. All right, this is it. Chutes and ladders. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Career 2 or less. Okay, Brent, this is it. News of your latest actions spreads rapidly across Anazot. You have made many enemies during your years as a judge, and now is their chance to strike. Your career is hanging by a thread. You have to fight off accusations, denouncements, and slander just to retain your position. A quiet knock at the door interrupts your musing. The imposing figure of Judge Judge Carlo Fuckagraben. God, I love that guy. Solemnly floats into your office.
I don't remember his voice, but I remember that was yours.
It was definitely mine. I think it was...
because of the beard.
If I remember correctly, we did the best thing with this.
We hardly ever see each other these days, Brant. I have decided to pay you a visit, with the most cordial of intentions, of course. I've been hearing everywhere that things are not going well for you, so I asked myself the question, how could a man of your talents quarrel with almost all of Anazot High Society? I'm sure you are simply misguided, but not to worry, I will show you the way. Many judges see you as a threat. They think that your daring rules are putting the entire prefecture in danger. Let's examine your latest case, for instance. Its outcome enraged all the nobility of the city. But I know you aren't what they say you are. The others need to see how much you care for your colleagues and our institution. Take my advice, Brent. Don't forget that it is a judge's job to maintain law and order among the estates, not destroy it. Admit your error and reconsider at least some of your past decisions in favor of the nobility. Do this and I assure you society will come to see you as a respectable nobleman and a wise judge once again. Do not emulate our prefect. You know that I hold Elborn in the highest esteem, but between you and me, he is on the edge of a precipice, and he's dragging you down with him.
This guy, when he was saying like don't or whatever, don't do this, whatever, I forget exactly what he's saying. All I could think was Bo Burnham going, you know what I think? Eat a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I think about this?
Yeah.
And then,
I love Bo Burnham. So funny.
That's great.
Promise me you'll think about what I've said, Brent. I am only concerned about your well-being. I care about the career of a promising judge like you.
Fucking Graben takes a bow and leaves as silently as he came. You reread.
He takes a bow.
Takes
like my bow collection.
Yeah.
Taking my bows.
Yeah, right. We got like all these nice ones lined up, and he's like, "All right, I'm taking this one." Oh, jeez. Falk, your grab and takes a bow and leaves as silently as he came. You reread your latest cases, lost in thought. This is what has turned to high society against you. Your enemy's schemes are preventing you from continuing your work. You need to find a way out of the situation. Oh, geez. Okay, we can't ask our father for work, or for help, because he doesn't like us as much. That's very sad. It's very, very sad. Darn it, that career would have gone up by 2. Oh, what's our other locked one? Career up by 2. Ask a powerful benefactor to protect you, which we can't. So
branded by dishonor, patronage. Oh, we need the patronage.
Yeah. Well, we had to either.
We have the equality, but not the.
Yeah, but not the.
So if we had the patronage, would be better.
Yeah.
This is what Enoch was saying.
Yeah. So we can annul our decisions. Career up by 2, justice down by 3, so we're at 6.
Oh, I bet the other one's career.
And the other one is career down by 1, and valor.
So at this point, if we did pick the -2, we would also get another -1.
Yes, and we'd be screwed. We would totally be screwed at that point. So I'm voting for the continue the fight.
Yeah.
I think that's okay because we get valor, which is really good. Just in case Auton is like, hey, I want to, kill you.
We'll need 20 to kill Auton.
Probably got to roll that crit, right? Roll that 20 crit. Yeah. I don't want to annul our decisions because yes, diplomacy goes up and career goes up, which I agree is great, but our justice goes down by 3, and I don't think there's any time for us to get a +2 to justice in time to do it. So if our career goes down by 1, sure, we're still in the same bracket of being in danger, but our valor does go up.
Our the next career negative is a huge decision.
It's a big one.
We would have to consider career more carefully
for
the next time we have to deal with it. Even if it really screws us over, we'd have to pick a positive to career.
Yeah, totally. I just wish that we had one more for Robert Brant, because that would have been so good. Man. Because there were decisions that we've made that where it's like, I know for sure has affected Robert, because he was at a 5 for a while. Yeah. And then the big one was he us stepping in front of both of them and being like, nah, we're going to be the one who talks to dear old grandpa who's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a -1, or that was either a -1 or -2 for him.
-2 for one of them, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was a
total of -2.
I think it was a -1 for him, and then we made another decision that got him a -2 or something.
Okay.
So, yeah, that really sucks.
I think the other one was like getting Stefan out of jail.
Yeah, that was probably it. Yeah. Okay. Well, Brent, are you ready to continue the fight?
Yeah.
Are we going to be like Halo? Finish the fight. Halo 3. Blah, blah. Okay. See, those are my references that I make that I assume is funny for everyone else.
I do recognize them.
Yep.
Just only because, well, I played Halo.
Yeah, there you go.
As soon as fucking Grabbin vanishes behind the door, you put the old cases away in a drawer to get back to work. Because you were hiding it from that other guy that was trying to eat them all the time. Remember that? I forgot who the guy was. The guy who who I was just voicing that kind of sounds like Vegeta sometimes.
Oh, Al Born?
he liked those cases because he kept saying something about.
Oh right, yeah, he was
cooking cases.
Right, yes. He was. Yes, I remember that. I remember our previous jokes. Yes.
Yeah. New lawsuits, litigations, and pleas demand your attention. Your choice was made long ago. You will not give in or compromise with your conscience. Justice must be upheld. If you don't do it, who will? The consequences are not long in coming. That's weird. That's a weird sentence.
It's a very weird sentence.
That's a weird ending to that. Anyways, an onslaught of complaints and denunciations.
Denunciations, yeah.
Complaints and denunciation. That's also a weird word.
It's a weird word, but it's a real word, I think.
It sounds like a pronunciation.
Yeah.
But they're trying to say denouncing.
Yeah, but instead they said denunciation.
Denunciation.
Unless
I'm
it's
not
supposed
sure.
to be. It might be denunciation, but I don't know.
Denouncements or downs. I don't know. I don't know the correct term here, but it feels wrong. That's all I'm coming across.
I don't know what this is, but it's wrong.
It feels wrong. That's at the very least. Comes crashing down upon you. Notable noblemen demand that El Born throw you out of the prefecture in disgrace. The prefect comes to your defense, but he will not be able to sustain the pressure for long. The other judges simply avoid you like the plague.
Good. They should. We won't get sick that way.
Upon meeting you in the hallway, Carlo fucking Graben just shakes his head solemnly and keeps walking. You are forced to fight to keep your position. Work feels like a battlefield now, and with each passing day, your enemies close in on you. Soon they will attack, and you will have to make your last stand.
Oh boy. Oh geez. I wonder if it's giving us valor because, like, I wonder if we're gonna get attacked or something.
Again?
And maybe it's very possible. And because we're on our last life, like it.
Last
I don't
life.
know. Yeah.
Last point of career.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
You spend day after day hard at work, toiling over Otten's case, but something's far more urgent demands the prefecture's attention today. The city is in chaos. There was an explosion in the square in front of the city hall.
Dang.
That was the sound effects.
Also, wait, hold on. He's like, the city's in chaos. There was an explosion in the square in front of City Hall, and then the explosion happens.
Sick. I have precognition.
Oh my god. I'm Raven from That's So Raven.
I was thinking more along the lines of that Ben Affleck movie where I forget what it's called. Paycheck? I think it's called Paycheck.
Okay.
It's paid. Anyways, it's a movie from 2000s. So
Nice.
And I think it's Ben Affleck. But anyways, someone threw a bomb at Magistrate Remy Elvermon's carriage. The assassination attempt failed. Same with my vocabulary.
Your pronunciation.
The magistrate was not inside the carriage at the time. He was unharmed, although his servants and driver did not fare so well. Even in your office, you can still smell the acrid smoke from the blast. The gendarmes reacted quickly. 5 suspects, craftsmen, and factory workers were brought to the prefecture before sunset. They are accused of joining the Last Straw. It's a secret society of insurgents seeking to overthrow the... God damn it. I wanted to say oust, but because it had an S in it. Last Straw, a secret society of insurgents seeking to oust Imperial's rule. Like, if that felt a bit more on point for whatever it's going.
Yeah.
This society is on its way to becoming this talk of the city. Rumor has it that their leader is an enigmatic woman, a tough criminal by the name of Sophia.
Oh, it's Sophia. Oh.
The 5 suspects denied their involvement, but a number of eyewitnesses saw them walking toward the square, and some of them still have traces of gunpowder on their fingers. They're guilty.
Yeah, clearly.
Judge Carlo fucking Graben has taken the case. The goddamn case. Every time I see case, it's gonna make me think of that one guy who eats cases or likes to cook cases.
He likes to cook them, eat them, do whatever he can with the cases. Yeah.
I forget the exact details of what we said he did, but I just feel like he was trying to cook and eat them all the time.
I'm sure there was a joke or two about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trial will be mercilessly fuck that word. Swift. The 5 are to be hanged tomorrow morning.
I like how, what is it? And some of them still have traces of gunpowder on their fingers, and they're like, no, officer, this was gunpowder from a different thing. It didn't have anything to do with
the mines.
Yeah, from the mines, because they gave us guns down there. And then he's like, wait a minute, who gave you guns? And then they, oust us, and then we're dead.
The sun begins to set. You are about to leave for home when you hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. A stranger enters your office. He is pale, with chiseled features, a furrowed brow, and a thick black.
A what?
Words. Thick black mustache and dark eyes watching you intently from the deep within their sockets. God damn these words. I was thinking pockets. He presents you with the gilded pendant in the shape of a wheel.
Ooh, Felipe Alfaro. Do you want to be this guy, Brent?
Baron Felipe... wait. I gotta... how would I put this guy's voice? Baron Philippe Alfaro. Secret Chancellery... Celery Chan again.
Oh my god. Anyways, Celery Chan!
Secret Chancellery Advisor. I imagine you're well aware that we deal with plots, schemes, and revolts against the Empire. I have a matter of great importance to the Empire to discuss with you, Sir Brent. I am aware that the cases of this explosion in the square was not assigned to you, but for our purposes, this is actually for the best. The Secret Chancellery has been following the so-called Last Straw group for a long time now. They are the greatest threat to the peace of Anazot. But you can help us rid of the city of this menace. Baron Alfaro produces a neatly folded sheet of paper. This is a list of known insurgents connected to the Last Straw. They haven't blown anyone up just yet, but surely you realize that it would be most imprudent to wait for them to commit their next crime. The time to act is now. You scan the list quickly. Some of the names on it seem quite. Some of the names on it seem somewhat familiar, perhaps from your youth. Why can't I read anymore? Find any way to implicate them in today's assassination attempt, and you will prevent more explosions in the future. The Empire will rest easy if you can rid yourselves of the scum as quickly as possible. If you render the service to the Secret Chancellery, you may rely on my assistance in the future. As you may suspect, I have more than my fair share of powerful connections. Will this help get rid of Otten? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Silence falls. The Secret Chancellery visor pierces you with heavy gaze.
Nice. All right, decision time. We got
protect the people on the list.
3.
Conduct an investigation.
Yeah. Or we could obey the Secret Chancellery.
The Secret Chancellery. But
yes.
We'll find out next time.
Oh, Brent's ending the episode. Damn. You threw me for a loop that time. Damn.
Yeah, I looked at the time. That's why I took a little bit of a pause before I started listening. When I was listing those things, I'm like, ooh, time. I should be doing this time.
Oh my god. Well, you know what, Brent? Since you were the one to end the episode, I think you gotta say the ending little spiel.
I forget what it is. It's like, oh yeah, it's subscribe and do it because now we need to know what's happening. So if you subscribe, you'll find out quicker, right?
Hey, that's very true. And if you hit the bell, then you'll know immediately when the episode goes up, and you can know what happens. I'm not even gonna hover over these things yet, right?
Yeah, because you'll find out next time.
Yeah, exactly. So keep watching. Do it. Come on.